Hi, I'm Cedric of OurThings.com. Today we are testing the Sony W600B LED TV. This is an entry-level TV available only in 40 and 48 inches. Its refresh rate is only 60 Hz, but as you will see in this video, the motion blur is still good. It just lacks the soap opera effect. Like the bigger W800B, it comes with two brackets that can be used to hang it on the wall. So if you plan on doing so, it is nice because you don't need to buy an additional wall mount. Contrary to the W800B though, the TV is direct lit, so it is much thicker. This means the LEDs are located directly behind the screen, instead of at the bottom like on some thinner TVs. The inputs are located at the same place at the back. In a room with no lights, the picture quality is good, but not the best that we tested. The Samsung H6350 has a better contrast ratio, but it is a few $100 pricier. Compared to TVs around the same price, it beats the LG LB5800 and the Toshiba L1400U hands down. The reflections are good for semi-gloss screen. It has the same amount of reflections as the Samsung and significantly less than the LG. It also performs well in a room with windows, although we do prefer the Samsung H6350 in this case because it can get a lot brighter. As for the motion blur, it is average good. It is better than the Toshiba, but not as good as the Samsung or the LG. However, when you turn on the LED motion mode on the Sony, the blur is greatly reduced. The screen is significantly darker and has apparent flickering, but the input lag doesn't increase much. The Samsung also has that option, but the input lag when using this feature is very high, so you can't use that option for gaming on the Samsung. The Sony W600B has a low input lag, so for gaming, between all of these TVs, we do prefer the Sony, assuming you will use the LED motion mode. If you don't like the flickering of it though, you will prefer the Samsung H6350 for gaming because it has less blur. As for the viewing angle, like the Samsung, it loses saturation at an angle. The LG wins by far for this. The black uniformity is very good, and it doesn't get any better than this for an LED. This is due to the direct lit backlight. It even beats the Samsung for this. The gray uniformity is also great, but this varies a bit per unit, so you might get a worse one. The Smart TV interface is simple, and we will review it in another video. Overall, in this price range, it is the best TV that we tested so far. Its picture quality is good, although not as good as the bigger Sony W800B or the pricier Samsung H6350. It beats though the LG LB5800 on nearly every point except the viewing angle. Unless it is outside the budget, go instead for the Samsung H6350. If you cannot afford it, or if you do play a lot of video games, this Sony W600B is your best choice. If you like our reviews, please support us by purchasing your TV via our links on the website. This helps us review even more TVs. The link to our full review is in the description of this video, where you can find our complete test suite, compare this TV to others, and even see the price history of popular stores.